He was sailing from Germany to Belize, and then he decided to load the boat on a container ship, beside load, from Santo Tomas, and but still, he needs 1 week to go to Santo Tomas, then 3 weeks to bring the boat from Santo Tomas to Germany, and it's always not sure we can get a place on the boat. So this time we go in 2 days to Santo Tomas, but we are not sure we can load the boat on the container ship.
Okay. So it's
Yeah.
always a difficulty to
Yeah,
bring
it's
on the
very
Aldebaran.
difficult.
But the Aldebaran spends about, what, 4 or 5 months of the year in Belizean
Yeah,
waters,
between
right?
4 and 5 months.
In Belizean waters,
Yes.
doing all the research and bringing in scientists from Germany
Yeah,
to
the
research the
scientists, they
reef.
stay
And
4 weeks, and then the next come, and they change always.
okay. Well, maybe we could just start off a little bit with Frank. Should we do that, or should we just... Yeah, we'll just let's continue our discussion, Safit, because it's already 5 minutes to 9, and we'll have to interrupt at 9.
Yes.
So rather than interrupt the interview with Frank, we will just play it immediately after the Bell 3 draw, which will be coming up in about 5 minutes time. But how did you get connected with all of this? How did you get this interest in the environment? How did you develop this interest in the environment?
Yes, before I came to Belize, I was working in Germany, or I was helping in Germany, and groups, or working against pollution, against climate change. I did a lot in this way. So we fight against the plywood company. They had no filters, and many other things. So it's not new for me.
So you've always been an activist,
Yes.
basically, even while
Yeah.
you were in Germany. You've been an activist where the environment is concerned.
Yes, I want to protect my country, I want to protect the world, and I want to protect Belize. It's very important. This is a future for our children.
How long have you been in Belize, Steffi?
10 years now.
10 years?
Yes.
10 years fly, 10 years you've been in Belize.
Yeah, true.
That's quite a good enough time.
Yes.
And
it became a home country.
so it's your home country.
Yes.
You consider it your home country?
Yeah, both Germany and Belize, but I love Belize very much.
Well, so do I. I'm crazy about this place.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, but what brought about the idea of having this conference out on the open sea like that? Because it's an original idea to get the authorities together and for them to make some sort of commitment. Because later on in the show, we'll be hearing the words of the Minister of Tourism and Culture, Honorable Manuel Heredia. We'll also be hearing from Honorable Rene Montero. We'll be hearing from Dr. Kendrick Lester talking about climate change and global warming. And then we have our wrap up and so on. So it's what made you think about getting all these people together on a boat in the middle of the water?
We wanted to have a conference to bring the people together, from the government, the scientists, and from Germany. Then I was thinking where we can have this conference. And after a while I thought the best place is on this point we work with. This is the sea. To come out by boat, to meet there on the sea, under the sky, and to be open to talk together.
To meet in the very environment that you're trying to protect, basically. Yeah. And I want to thank again Ali Westby, our captain, the captain of the catamaran who took us out there. His son Jason Westby took the other catamaran out.
Yeah, it was great.
And then I think Ali had another of his children with him, a young man. I can't remember his name right now. But I want to say a special hello and greeting to him and the other crew that were out there. And they also had the folks that traveled all the way from Guatemala along with the ambassador to be there. And of course the Aldebaran crew, which came all the way from Germany.
From Germany. Yeah, it's like in Germany you say it's a star cruise. Yeah, it's like a star. You come from all directions together to a point, to a very important point, and I think this point was important for us.
Okay, coming up shortly will be the Bell 3. We only have Bell 3 tonight, right? And the Bell 3 draw on Love FM and on Love Television. And immediately after the Bell 3 draw, we'll be continuing with our show with the press conference that was held. Well, I won't call it a press conference. I keep referring to it as a press conference, for want of a better term. But really the conference that was held at sea. We'll be hearing from, like I said, Minister Rene Montero and Minister Manuel Heredia and others as we continue. So it's about that time now, right? Now is the time for us to do the Bell 3. Here we go.
Celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel you come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean?
And we're back after the Bell 3 draw. I know in Germany you might do something like that, right? Have a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same.
That's a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Steffi, we have been receiving some calls in our control room as to your contact information. How can anyone contact you who would like to do so?
Yes, we have a website. This is aldebaran.org. Can go on the website, or 7 Princess Market Drive. The phone number is 223 5609.
5609.
Or I can give my email.
Of
This
course.
is not a problem.
Of course.
This is Steffi, Steffi, .lupp, L-U-P-P, at web, this means W-E-B, .de.
Okay, Steffi.lupp, S-T-E-F-F-I-E,
Yeah.
.lupp, L-U-P-P, at web
.de.
.de.
Yes. And we have a Belize website, aldebaranbelize.org.
.org.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where you can find out more about the Aldebaran and the fine work that it is doing in Belize. All right, let's continue our discussion, and I think now we are going to talk to Frank Swackart.
Yes.
I pronounced his name correctly, right?
Perfect. You are nearly a
Swackart.
German.
And he'll be talking to us about the work of the Aldebaran. And so let's hear that now. You ready?
Thanks, Rene. I'd like to make it short. And I'd like to start from the roots. So the boat you see over there, the yellow Aldebaran, is the sign for an organization founded 18 years ago. So the boat is already 18 years in action, and it's the only research and broadcast vessel in Europe. So it's like the idea of Cousteau. I think most of you saw one of the films of Cousteau, and he inspired me a lot to continue his work. I myself started as a journalist when I was 14, like you, René, at the radio. And later on I studied biology, and when I saw all this knowledge lying in the archives in the university, I thought it must be all of our interest to public this know-how, because that's what's the difference between animals and humans. And I believe that all the problems we actually have in environment, and especially in climate change, we can solve with communication. We need to communicate. We need to communicate in a very high quality way, and we need to communicate very fast. We have carried out some research on this yellow boat the last 3 years. We started in 2007, and I decided it by stomach to come to Belize because we had a big job of the Max Planck Society in Germany to talk about IPCC. 5 years ago, nobody knew what IPCC was. And then we went around to all these to all these scientists and asked him, what is IPCC? What does IPCC has to do with us?